Yo, what is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and this is Oh So Fraiche. Yo, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot to me. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name is Mega Dave. This is my channel, Oh So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love, and I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoyed the content. Also, think about subscribing and hit me down decent in my bellend. That lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. Today, we're getting back into my top 10 best fragrances from Dua. Yesterday, we did my honorable mention plus my bottom 5, if you will, with the Poseidon's Tux, all the way reaching to number 6 with Aphrodisiac. I know, should have been higher. But now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes, if you will, and get to my absolute favorite top 5. All right, rounding out the top 5 spot, in my number 5 spot is one that I am so in love with. A lot of the gentlemen that see this are absolutely in love with this as well. It is a fantastic, perfect scent, in my opinion. It's called Invasion of the Barbers. For those that do not know, this is MDCI Parfums Invasion Barbar. With the name of Barbers, you can get that it's a barbershop scent, but it's not just any barbershop scent. They didn't just throw lavender in this thing and then call it a barbershop scent. It is the perfect barbershop scent, in my opinion. I've smelled a ton of them. Barbershop scents are really hit or miss. You have to have been there and loved that type of scent. This one is barbershop scent in the top tier. It is the best barbershop scent that I know of, that I have. It is so wonderful. The lavender is gorgeous. That very high quality scent. It is just so amazing. Sam did a great job replicating what MDCI did and just making it a little bit stronger while keeping the natural elements. You can see the dent that I put in this thing. I have 3 bottles of this, so I definitely will never miss out. This is one I would love to see in a 100 ml as well. I'm sure that Bill Brown and a lot of people would love to see this, because I know this is a favorite for a lot of gentlemen especially. Now, there are 3 iterations of the Barber lineup in Dua that I think could work for any scenario. So this one, to me, is the best. There's also Invasion of the Royal Barbers, which has Creed's Royal Portugal in it. So that one could definitely be for more mature men. And then for younger men that are trying to get an introductory into the Invasion lineup in the barbershop scent, there's Poseidon's Invasion, which has that Creed Aventus. So that definitely could be better off for younger to start getting a little used to the barbershop scent if they don't have any idea what it is. So definitely all 3 are fantastic, but this one to me is the best overall, and that's why it's in my top 5. This scent for me is best hanging with the guys, having a couple beers, just shooting the crap back and forth, a little water cooler talk, if you will, some playful banter, calling your dude a name, he's calling you one back. You guys know exactly what I mean. This is perfect, and to invoke that friendship and that camaraderie that you get when you're sitting in a barbershop. I know we can't do it right now, but definitely if you want to get a quick remembrance of it, spray some of this on, put this baby in the air, and it'll take you right there, make you think that you're getting a nice clean edge, nice new lineup, getting a hot towel put on your face and getting a clean shave. This thing is amazing. All right, rounding out my number 4 is one that is probably the most known in Dua. This is one of the very first starts. This is what got a lot of notoriety back in the day, and it is still a phenomenal scent. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, Poseidon's Elixir 13ZZ. Now, a fun fact, this little fragrance here is the one that got Mega Dave even on the radar of Dua, even knowing what Dua was. Because of this fragrance here, and of course a couple YouTubers that, man, I haven't smelled this one in a long time. We have so many other good ones. But because of this fragrance and YouTubers talking about it, of course, I was already owning Creed Aventus, bunch of different batches. I was active as heck in their groups. I heard about this one. I was like, hey, let me give it a shot. Screw the clones and this or that, because I had only smelled at that point the Club de Nuit Intense blah, blah, blah. And I was so put off by clones, if you will, back then. Then I reached this house, smelled this, and the rest is history. I started my pursuit of Duas because this was so good. So essentially, without Dua and without those YouTubers, there's no Mega Dave, and you guys wouldn't be watching me. So this is the one that started it all, and it'll always be in my top. Full transparency here, I love Poseidon's Elixir 2.0 better. I love Mod 3 better. So there are ones that I think are better scents, but for a tried and true classic scent from 13ZZ01, that's this one. This one is the epitome of perfection. This is the grail batch that all Aventus lovers go after. It's this one. It has that fruity pineapple, the great blackcurrant apple, and the smoke. People that do not love smoke, they're not gonna love this one, but this was so well balanced, especially if you give this time to be fully macerated. It is super powerful, 10 plus hours, which is unheard of now, especially for modern batches of Aventus. Smoke is in there, gorgeous fruits. It is just amazing. So for fans of the very classic OG Aventus that you guys all remember, that's this here. Don't get it twisted. 2.0 is fantastic. Mod 3 is a beast, but this one is the one that started it all. So bow down to your king, 13ZZ. We're here, top 3. This is very tough to pick because there's so many that I wanted to put in here, but I just try to think back to my journey, my own scent journey with Dua, which ones have the most meaning, which ones are the beautiful, which ones I think are going to be the most mass pleasing. Sometimes I throw that theory out the window and say, screw it. But with this one, that is absolutely the case. It is definitely one of my favorite scents, Plumlicious. All right, for those that do not know, Plumlicious is an inspired expression from Tom Ford's Plum Japonese, which was a monster already. This one just kicks it up a notch to the max and just really focuses big on that juicy, succulent plum note. There are not a ton of male dominant fragrances that use plum in this way. Bond number 9 has a few. There's a bunch of good fragrances, but none are great like Plumlicious, to me at least. This thing is sexy, it is seductive, it is refreshing, it is spicy, it is sweet, it is all that in between. Mine is so beautifully macerated. I have 2 bottles of this. I definitely think I should get one more, but it is such an awesome fragrance. I was easily plucking this one, putting it in my top 3 because I know what I like, and I like this one here. For anybody that has had Plumlicious, definitely knows. I think it's sold out again. He brought it back with the last wave of the restocks. It was snatched up very quick. And I know a lot of people are going to be sad if this thing ever gets discontinued and you can't get your nose on this wonderful scent. Do not call Mega Dave asking to trade this or swap this or buy this, because this will never leave my collection, ever. This baby here is super great for cooler weather. I think for winter, for fall, this is my go-to. It is phenomenal. So definitely, I think you should get your nose on it because it is great. When the next restock happens, I'm definitely gonna let you guys and girls know. Get it before it sells out again, macerate it, and enjoy the glory of Plumlicious. All right, top 2. We're now getting to a fragrance that I have barely discussed with anybody except for people in my PMs that just candidly ask me what my top 5 are. This one is consistently in my top 5. I will never ever put this out. I think it is so well crafted, and Sam did such an amazing job making this fragrance. It's called Enchantment. Now, for those that do not know, this is Roger Parfum's A Midsummer's Dream, and it is a Mega Dave lover's dream because it is a fantastic fresh scent. It is a twist on a typical citrus scent, if you will. Now, it does have all the heavy hitting citruses as the bergamots and the lemons and the oranges and all of that, but it just spins things around, and it is so well blended. My favorite thing about this and why it is so high up in my list, of course, my name is Eau So Fraiche, so I love fresh fragrances, but this one is expertly crafted. It just smells like expensive. Not that none of the other ones don't, but this one just smells of high quality to me. It's not like it's just citrus in your face, right? Which it is. Vetiver's in there. So many different scents are in this. A moss fragrance. It's very nice, but it is so high quality and very expensive smelling to me. It just smells like it needs to be way more expensive. Now, of course, Roger Parfums is way more expensive, and this one is not, because Sam, that's what he does. So I'm so proud that he has this one, but I even think Sam should charge more for this because it is phenomenal. I'm sad that I'm showing this to you guys and girls now because people are probably going to try to pick this up. But it is an amazing scent. I think it's sold out for now. I'm sure that it'll be back, especially with summer coming around. This one is my spring, summer go-to. It is awesome, especially for hot weather. So if I'm looking for something different now, there's 22 shades of bergamot. There's the 2.0s, there's flagship and all those, but none of them are touching hot weather like this one to me. This one is so great, very, very good. So if you're looking for a luxury scent that is just going to completely turn heads and be an amazing scent, Enchantment's the way to go. Dum, dum, dum. Number one, I probably don't even need to shoot the rest of this video. You guys and girls already know what it's gonna be, don't you? Mouth it out with me. Casino Elixir. Correct. What needs to be said about it? It's a beast. I love it. I just love the scent. It is such a mystery of a fragrance. I don't understand how it's so good. It is amazing to me. For those that do not know what it is, Casino Elixir is Mason Francis Kirk John's Baccarat Rouge 540 extrait, and of course the king himself, Creed Aventus, put together into one disgustingly good bottle. Look at this, another backup, almost gone. My wife wears this, truthfully, she wears this more than I do, so definitely unisex, but it is so great. Now, I do know that Poseidon's Casino Cologne came out. I do know that Poseidon's Casino Supernova came out, and we're gonna put these to a battle. But for right now, because of the amount of use that this thing has gotten me, how many compliments this thing has gotten me, just the history that I have, for right now, this has to be my number one. Now, will it stand the test of time against the others? Who knows? But for right now, and in this video, this one is the number one to me by a large margin. And those other fragrances are phenomenal, which this thing is just so good. Pineapple, amber, almond, warm yet sweet, sexy, seductive. This fragrance will always be in my collection, even if the others do happen to knock it out. This one will always be up there, will definitely be up higher. I just hold this in high regard. This is kind of the fragrance that took me off on YouTube, that gave me a little bit of notoriety and some steam. Putting a video up like this gave me a bunch of views and some viewership and kind of put me where I am today. So I'm always grateful for this. I'm happy and elated that Sam has this fragrance, that he created this, and I'm able to enjoy it, and you guys are as well, I'm sure. All the other scents that I had, they all hold a special place. They are great for summer, beach, office, dates, etc. This one I'm deeming signature scent worthy. This you can wear almost any time you wish. It's good for summer, it's good for spring, it's good for fall, wintertime, depending where you live, this thing will have no problem. Fantastic with dates, offices, if you go lighter, it's just fine. If you want to wear this to boardrooms and smell extremely expensive and high quality and different, go with this. There's just so many uses. So this one is my signature scent worthy bottle. Wear it anytime. A lot of people already are using it, so I can't be greedy anymore and just say it's my baby. This one is my baby, but get your own baby. And nobody puts baby in a corner, except for me when I first get brand new Casino Elixirs. Then I put them in a dark corner and let them get strong, give them their steroids, and let them beef up. So, there we have it. My top 10. That's all I got for you guys and girls. Is it the top 10 that you thought? Did you think I was going to put something else in? What is your top 10? Let me know down below. I want to know your top 5, your top 10. What's your favorite scents from Dua? I really, really would like to know. I hope this shook some things up, and I hope this gets your little brains stewing on what your top 5 are, or your top 10, so you can let me know, and maybe you can help some other people out. That's what these lists are for, not just to show what I have and try to show. I try to encourage people and I try to enlighten people so you get the best sense that this house of Dua has. But until I come to you guys again, that's my top 10. I love you guys so much. Be blessed and stay fresh.
We got shorties on the floor. We got niggas by the bar.